Hello everyone. In this video, we will be looking at synthetic monitoring of a website using Prometheus and Grafana. What is synthetic monitoring? Synthetic monitoring is just like sending a robot user to check the website whether everything is working fine or not. Basically, it will simulate like a real user by automatically performing actions like opening the web pages, clicking on buttons, or filling out forms at regular intervals. By doing this activity, we can get some help in detecting issues like whether our website is loading slowly, are there any broken links in our website, or are there any errors coming up before actual real users experience them. So it is a very useful method for monitoring our website performance and availability from different locations for real-time users. By doing this, we can improve our website's performance and also our end users experience. So in the market, there are many tools or softwares which are available for performing this synthetic monitoring. Some of the popular tools are New Relic Synthetics, Datadog Synthetics, Pingdom, Dynatrace, Catchpoint, Google Lighthouse, and Sidespeed.io. And also we can perform this using Prometheus and Grafana. So in this video, we will be looking at how to perform this synthetic monitoring using Prometheus and Grafana. Here you can see I have two instances. One is Prometheus server and one is our target web server. In this web server, in this Prometheus server, I have already connected to this Prometheus web server in the mobile system. Here, if you observe, the Prometheus service is already running. It is active and it is running. In the same way, in the same machine, I have also configured Grafana as well. Okay, so if you want to see how to set up, how to configure Prometheus and Grafana, the previous videos are already uploaded. You can check it out. Now, we will be trying to set up a website in our target machine. Okay, so this is our other EC2 instance, and this EC2 instance is also connected in mobile system. And in this machine, I'll try to set up a website, a static website. There is already a template downloaded from the internet. I'll be using that template. So in this target machine, first we will try to install httpd package. So yum install httpd-y. Since this is a Amazon Linux machine, I'm using the yum package manager. So the httpd has been installed. Let's go to this location /var www/html, and in this location I'll try to upload the package, the web template package. So here it is. On the left side we have the file SSH browser option. We can upload and download files from here into the server. So let me upload it to the temp directory. So the template I have already downloaded from the internet. So let me go to that location. I'll be uploading this website. The package, the coffee shop website package, has been uploaded in the temp directory. So from the temp directory, I'll transfer that file to the HTML directory, mv/temp/the file name to the current location dot. The file has been moved. We will try to unzip this file using the unzip command. The package has been extracted. This is the extracted directory from this zip file. We don't need this zip file anymore. We can delete this to clear some space on this server. Now, inside this directory, we have some index.html file, some images, and some other files as well. We will move all those files to this current location, to the HTML directory. So let's do that. cd coffee shop directory. Inside this coffee shop directory we have all these things. We will try to move all of them, move star to this location. All the files and the directories have been moved. You can see here this current directory has become empty now. We can go back to the previous directory, and if I do ls now, all the files and directories are present here. Now this is an empty directory. We can delete this if we want. Okay. Now since all the files and directories and images are in place, we can start the service now. Service httpd start. Okay, we can verify that status. Service has been active and it is running now. I have confirmed that on this particular machine the port number 80 is already opened in the security groups. So I will take the public IP, and if I paste it in this new tab, I can see the website is up and running on my target web server. This particular website, if I want to monitor, monitor through Prometheus and Grafana, we will be using a black box. So let's go ahead and let's try to set up black box in the server. In order to set up the black box, first we need to go to the Prometheus official website. This is the official website, prometheus.io, and here we can find Blackbox Exporter. We can click on this. We have to download this package to the target machine where the website is running. So right click, take this link, copy the link, go back to the target machine, the web server. First we need to create a directory where we can set up this black box. So I'm going to set it up in /opt. In this location I will create one directory called Blackbox. In this directory I'll try to download the package, the zip file. The file is getting downloaded. The Blackbox file has been downloaded from the official website. Since this is a tar.gz, I'll be extracting with tar command. This is the command to extract it. Extraction is completed now. This is the output we got. We don't need this tar file anymore, so we can remove that one to clear the space on this machine. The name of this directory is too long. We can simplify it by giving a simple name. I have renamed the directory. Let's go to that new directory now, and these are the configuration files of Blackbox. Now we need to take this path of this directory and we need to set up a blackbox.service file. So let's take the pwd command and let's take the location, the path of this directory, and we'll keep it in a notepad to set up the service file. Now you have to go to this location /etc systemd system. In this location we are going to place Blackbox service file. So let's do that. Touch Blackbox dot service. File has been created. Inside this file we will be placing the Blackbox service configuration. So I have already made that information ready, what we have to keep in this document. We will use this content. Let me take this content into notepad. This is the content we need to keep in that blackbox.service file, but we need to do two changes. One is this location and second one is this one. So wherever we have configured Blackbox so far, the /opt path, we need to place it here and we need to place it until here. We should not remove this last one. This is very important, as well as monitor underscore website.yml is also very important. So these two things are very important. We should not remove them. Now let's take this content. We will place that content in this file. I have used the cat editor to place that content. Content has been placed. Now we can start the service. Systemctl start blackbox.service. Service has been started. Let's verify that. But we can see here there is some problem here. I think there is some configuration mismatch due to which the service is failing. So let's do one thing. Let's verify the configuration once again. Let's go to the /opt directory. Let's take the path correctly. Let's keep it in this file once again. Let's start the service once again. Everything is looking good. Let's check the status. So this service is failing because of the configuration which is present in blackbox.yml. We need to update that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to that location. I will create a new file instead of this blackbox.yml. I'm going to change this file and I'm going to create a new file called monitor underscore website. So I'm not using the default file, I'm using a new file now, monitor underscore website.yml. In this file we need to place some information, some configuration which is required for tracking our website. So that information I have kept it in my document. Let me open that. Here it is. This is the content. We need to take it up. I'll take this content and I'll keep it in that file. Content has been kept. Now what we can do, we can try to restart the service, but before that we need to ensure we have correctly placed the file name. This file was earlier, it was missing. Now since we have kept that file, the service will restart now without any issues. Okay, so let's try to restart the service and let's see. Systemctl restart blackbox.service. Let's check the status now. And yes, as you can see, the service is active and it is running. So basically earlier, since the file monitor underscore website was missing, which I have created it and I have added the content, and then when I restarted the service, it has started without any issues. So basically we have to make sure that we are pointing the service file to the right configuration. Okay, so that is very important. Now since the Blackbox service is up and running on the target machine, now what we can do, we can go back to Prometheus server. We can point out the Prometheus to connect it with our Blackbox and monitor our website. So let's go back to Prometheus server, this which is my other tab. This is my Prometheus and Grafana server. Let me go to the Prometheus directory. This is the Prometheus configuration file. How to set up Prometheus and all, the configuration video is already uploaded. You can check it out. Now let's open this prometheus.yml. In this file, we need to come to the last section, and here we can add a new section called Blackbox. So what we'll do, we'll go to insert mode. We'll copy this part, or else what we can do to save our time, I have already kept the document here. Here it is. We can open this document. Here it is. This is a configuration. We need to copy this content and we need to place it in our Prometheus.yml. So let me do that. I will paste here the content. The content has been pasted. We need to adjust the indentation. Since this is a YML file, we need to be very careful with the indentation part. And now it is looking good. Now what we need to do? We need to do two changes here. One is our website. What are the website we are trying to monitor? We need to give the correct path. So let me give the correct path of my website. Let me take it from here. This is the correct path. I'll remove this http:// and in case if you want to add one more website, you can add it. Okay, for example, in case if you want to add www.google.com or any other website, what other website you want to monitor, you can add it here. Let me add google.com, or let me add one more website. I have a different website with me which I can add it here for testing purpose. So I have this other website. I have this testing website with me. I'll add it here, and in this way we can add several other websites which we want to monitor. And apart from this change about the target, we need to also make sure that we need to change the IP address of our target machine. So this is our target machine IP address. Since both are running on AWS cloud, I'll be using the private IP of this instance. So let me take the private IP here. This is the private IP. We can add it here. Now both the two changes, one is adding the websites which we want to monitor and adding the target machine, the website running machine IP address I have added. Now this is nothing but our port number of Blackbox. We have to make sure that this port number is opened on the target machine's security groups. So our Prometheus will connect it to the target machine on this particular IP address followed by port number in order to connect to the website and start probing with the HTTP. So let's save this Prometheus.yml file. Let's restart Prometheus. Service has been restarted. Let's verify there is no issues. Yes, there is no issues. You can see here Prometheus is active and it is running. Now what we can do is we can log in into our Prometheus. Let's log in into Prometheus first. Let's take the IP address of our Prometheus server. And this is our Prometheus website. Let's go to status and click on targets. And if you observe here, the black box is configured here. This is our coffee website and this is the other website which I added. Both the websites are added and both are connected to Prometheus. Now what we have to do is we need to launch our Grafana and we need to set up a dashboard where we can collect all this information. So let me launch my Grafana dashboard, and in this machine, in this instance, the Grafana is also running. I have already configured it. So let me open Grafana. This is the Grafana web page. I have given my credentials. Click on dashboards. These are the existing dashboards which I have already configured. Click on new and click on import. Now here we need to give the dashboard which we want to import. Either we can give the ID here or we can upload the file. Okay, so let me open that dashboard. This is one of the Blackbox Exporter dashboard. Let's try to use this one. Copy the ID here, paste the ID, click on load, select the data source as Prometheus. Prometheus is going to provide the information, all the metrics and all. Click on import now and let's wait, and here it is. The black box is successfully connected with our Grafana. As you can see, you can click on this and you can see here all the websites, both the websites are getting monitored here. HTTP status code, you can see here both the websites status codes, and apart from that IP protocol information, DNS lookup, probe duration, all the important information we can monitor here. If you want to reduce the time range, you can reduce it to any of these options. I'll select the last 15 minutes cycle. From last 15 minutes, this is the data which we are getting. This is one of the dashboards. Apart from this, I'll try to set up another dashboard which is very popular. This is another dashboard which is very popular. The dashboard ID is 7587. Let's try to use this dashboard also. Click on new, click on import, give the ID here, click on load, and here we need to change the name because with this name already there is one more dashboard, right? So it is creating a conflict. So let's give a different name. Select the Prometheus as the data source and click on import once again, and here it is. Our information, our website's information is coming up. Global probe duration, this is last 1 hour data. Let's select the last 15 minutes data. You can see here much more detailed information is coming up, and here you can filter which website you want to monitor separately. For example, if I want to monitor my coffee website, I can select this option, and this is my coffee website's global probe duration. Status is up, status code is 200, which is the site is reachable. HTTP duration, probe duration, and do we have a certificate? No, the SSL certificate is not configured, so it is showing as no here. If I want to monitor the other website, here it is. This is a website which is hosted on github.com, so some of the features might be blocked due to security reasons, but it is still connected. So in this way, basically we can actually set up synthetic monitoring of multiple websites, and we can monitor them easily for free with the help of Prometheus and Grafana. And apart from this, if you want, we can set up alerts as well. In case if the website is down, we can receive an email alert or a Teams message or a Slack message in order to take immediate action to fix the issues. So that's all in this video. We'll be covering other topics related to Prometheus and Grafana in other new videos. Thank you.